In this video, I'll be looking and analysing the trailer for the 2013 film The Conjuring. I will be looking at different media techniques the directors used to create this trailer, such as what camera shots has he used and why has he used it, what music or sounds has he used to create what feeling to the trailer, what editing has he used to contrast or similarize the feeling with the sound and shots, and how has he made the trailer to connect with the story and or create a cliffhanger for the audience. But first, let's have a look at the trailer itself.
Right, it's 9:18. We're headed down into the cellar where the doors just opened on its own. Give us a sign that you want to communicate with us. Nothing.
What are you guys?
Well, we've been called ghost hunters, paranormal researchers.
But we prefer to be known simply as Ed and Lorraine Warren.
There's someone here that would like to talk to you.
There's something horrible happening in my house.
It's November 1st, 1971. I'm sitting here with Carolyn Perrin, who, with her family, has been experiencing supernatural occurrences. You picking up anything in here, hon?
Something awful happened here, Ed.
What is it?
Whatever Lorraine sees, feels, touches, it takes a toll on her. A little piece each time.
You have a lot of spirits in here, but there's one that I'm most worried about because it is so hateful. Look what she made me do. We have to get out of here.
That's not gonna help.
This thing has latched itself to your family.
Father, we never seen nothing like this.
I'm coming with you.
No way. I can't lose you.
There's a lady in a dirty nightgown that I see in my dreams. She's standing in front of my mom's bed. Do you want to see him?
Yeah?
When the music stops, you see him in the mirror standing behind you.
Look what she made me do.
In the camera shots, there are many basic and normal camera shots that are used just to create the film, like over the shoulder, long shots, mid shots, basic kind of shots that directors use just to film. But there are some shots that I've seen in this trailer that are quite unique, and well, not unique, but they're quite different and majority used in this trailer. One of them is a slow moving dolly camera. This is just to either set the scene or create a dramatic eerie feeling to this kind of setting that the director is showing us. This can be seen at kind of through the beginning of the trailer, where the main characters are introduced to a woman who needs their help. You can see there's a slow dolly move camera towards the characters, and there's one, and then it cuts to one where it's slowly moving behind a male character facing the woman in need. It is again used when the director is showing the house that this movie is going to be set in, and it aims towards a grandfather clock, and it slowly moves in on a dolly onto that grandfather clock, just to basically tell like the time of day it is and how that time of day creates this supernatural activity that's happening in this house. This is then followed by the action of the supernatural, creating loads of fast tracking and fast moving shots, camera shots of the trailer. Like I said again, the slow moving dolly shots just mostly to set the scene. Like in this part, they're setting where the house is and saying the main characters, like starting off their challenge to find out about the supernatural ghost. There are quite a few close-up shots, but they're not mainly used as like a long shot or mid shot. He uses like long shots and mid shots to basically show the setting before and after, before any ghost comes in and after the ghost comes in and creates havoc. There's also shaky camera movement and amateuristic feeling at the beginning to show basically like a home video of the main characters documenting their encounters of supernatural ghosts. The music is very similar throughout the trailer, apart from the part at the beginning where there's like a very kind of creepy but yet civilized song being played with subtitles. But the majority of the music is intense and distorted sounds with very large booms to like create like jumpiness feeling for the audience. Another music technique they did is put silence in some scenes to create an intense atmosphere and make the tension of the scene very high, so the audience are on edge, don't know what's going to happen, there's no music to indicate what's going to happen, and then these loud booms come along with the image of the horror in the film. But like again, these intense distorted sounds throughout the trailer are used in all like the action sequences, the tension building sequences, apart from where there's silence, is mostly used throughout the trailer just to create that intense and high tension feeling and keep the audience on edge throughout the trailer. There isn't much editing in this trailer, apart from like fast cuts in the action and chase scenes and slow cuts in the setting. The only editing that jumps out is the title scenes, where the editors put like a background, very dark and sketchy background, which is kind of animated, and like put different lighting effects on it and incorporated with the titles, which is a very sketchy and eerie font. But other than that, the editing seems quite basic, and there are some like editing techniques used in when the ghost of the film is being revealed, like probably some like touches on like the motion of the ghost, and maybe a bit of like touches on the makeup on the ghost through computer generation. But other than that, there's not much editing used in this trailer. With many horror films, the director doesn't want to give the whole story away. Not in any trailer, you don't want to give the whole story away. In this trailer, the director hasn't give the whole story away. He has gave the main storyline away by saying that there's a house that's haunted, people living in it are being disturbed by this haunting, so they've reached out to this ghost hunting team who came in to document and find the ghost and see if they can get rid of it for the occupants of the house. And that's the only storyline the audience gets from this trailer. But it is a very basic storyline, so there isn't much to give away. The director has included some intense scenes from the film just to because it's a horror, he wants the audience to, when they watch this trailer, to be scared of the trailer, which causes them to think, is it going to be scarier in the film, or are these all the scary parts shown in the trailer, so if we go and see the film, it's not going to be as scary. So it really interests the audience by thinking what's going to be in this film, and is it going to be scary. It also can lead on to a cliffhanger maybe, by saying that because it hasn't shown if the characters get rid of this ghost, so people who are interested in it will be willing to go and see it, to see if the characters succeed in getting rid of this ghost